Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's Kit, and welcome back to the Brooks Legacy. We are with Oscar, the little cutie patootie. Yeah. As probably an executive decision at this point, Friday is probably going to be the Stardew Valley and a Sims Medieval because I actually want to go to bed early. Work has been very tiring. And I got sunburned. Me and my immaculately tanned arms got sunburned because my t-shirt that I wore today didn't quite have long enough sleeves for what I've been wearing, I guess. Which is so annoying. And for those who may be like, oh, uh, you should put on sunscreen. It literally sweats off and then all of the dirt rubs off because I was weeding a bed and then I mulched it. I had dirt just all over me head to toe. Like it's really, really, really hard to keep sunscreen on, so I just don't even bother. I'll be fine, but I'm going to get sleep. I just remembered I need to turn off my plant light. Okay. Um, yeah, random thought. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. My writing on this one is a little different. It's also a little shorter. Because Oscar, I was trying to figure out his personality and again, I'm rewriting the story and changing things and stuff from the Twitter posts, and I didn't exactly like the Twitter posts. And so it's just more of like a narrator type thing. Like it's easier to get everybody else's personalities. Oscar, he's brand new. And honestly, his personality doesn't really start kicking in until a little later. Um, you'll see why. But basically, right now, he's got the youngest syndrome. It's his first day of kidhood. Come on. Right? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. And, yeah. All right, everyone. Meet Oscar Brooks, the last of Generation 3, the youngest of the Brooks clan, and Andy's littlest. Also, isn't he just the cutest? That genetic lottery, though. Now, Oscar is a little comedian like his mama. What better way to introduce his big kid self than to make silly faces and harmless poking jokes and harmlessly poke some jokes. What was I trying to say? Harmless poking jokes. I just wrote this. Oof, though. Andy and Lisa better watch it because he's a super cutie. All the girls in the future, guard your hearts. Oof. Seriously, seriously, that's just not fair. Why is he that cute? Besides being a jokester, he is a little sports nerd. He's currently checking out some of the ball teams. What ball teams? Great question. And as Oscar's birthday day, oh, right then, winded down, he got to have someone on one time with his dad. Oscar pointed out all the funny looking clouds, and Andy laughed at his little boy's antics. Andy also listened intently as Oscar tried out new jokes on him, using the advice his mama gave him earlier. Ooh. But perhaps making fun of adults to an adult wasn't the best idea, Oscar. Andy did not appreciate being called a dinosaur. I think it's time to go back to the drawing board, little dude. Like the rest of his family, Oscar thinks the cake his dad made is awesome. This is also going to make 4 sugar-filled kiddos in one household. That's so fun, isn't it? Oscar also started doing the dishes, but for some reason put them down somewhere no adults would be able to find, at least in his mind. Cheeky much, kiddo? Now, Blaze brought a violin from home, and he let Oscar borrow it, at least until the rain stopped a little bit. Oscar thought he sounded pretty good, but he did wonder why no one was around when he was playing for the first time. He was following that SimTube tutorial. The rain never disappeared, but the birthday boy got tired of being inside and decided to try his hand at the slippery monkey bars. Dang it! Case and Amara make this look so easy. How can he get good like them? But the rain isn't helping. And considering Oscar just aged up, he has no idea what a good sleep schedule is or what a bedtime is, really. So here he is at 3 a.m., up and wandering around the cabin. But you know what? Worse choices could be made at 3 a.m. Eating cake, middle of the night. I think we've all done it. Eh, not a bad way to hail in a good childhood, right? Happy birthday, Oscar! And that's it. A short and sweet introduction. I'm trying to keep the timeline roughly about the same. So sometimes some parts could be longer, some parts could be shorter. I mean, easily I could probably fit 2 or 3 days of the week-long vacation into Oscar's parts just based on what pictures I was looking at. And maybe other people got, like Marin probably had more photos than Oscar. So, I'm trying to like go through day by day or 2 days by 2 days, whatever I'm doing. That's what I'm attempting to do. It's probably not going very well. As you can see, he definitely has a little bit of, just kid figuring things out, youngest syndrome. Did anyone else wake up in the middle of the night to get a snack? I used to want Coke. And I don't know, does anyone else remember? I don't think they do it anymore. If they do, I don't pay attention because I don't drink soda anymore, really. Um, Coca-Cola used to do those snow globe looking round bottles for Christmas with the little Santa on them. And I remember I used to beg my mom up and down for me to have that. And I had to be like 10 or 11 at the time. And so I want to try it. I want a little sip. So I would wait till like, I don't know, 11, midnight, 1, like middle of the night. They are sleeping. Dad is snoring. And I would sneak out of my room and go down to the fridge and like just take a little sip. Just take a little sip. Uh, Anyone else do anything like that? I used to do that all the time if there was sweets or anything. It's probably why I'm so big as I am. But a little nibble, little nibble. I never took anything from the liquor cabinet. Never did that, but I used to sneak down for Coke and sugar. Actually, come to think of it, I don't even think there was alcohol in my house when I was a teenager. Yeah, no, because the only alcohol that was in the house that mom bought and brought into the house was to make homemade vanilla. I remember the bishop coming by after they came home. And there had to be probably 7 or 8 different kinds of whiskey and vodka bottles. And my mom and dad were splitting vanilla beans. And the missionaries and the bishop were looking on the counter at all the giant, and they weren't small bottles, they were Costco sized liquor. uh, Sorry for the random tangent, but it's fun going back and seeing how the kids were when they were kids because I do not remember Oscar being like this, just a little cheeky dude. It is complete 180 from his teenager personality. But um actually it is really kind of funny because both Oscar and Kason are the complete opposite um of like their childhood to teenager. Like they swapped, it feels like. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as short as it was and me going on a random tangent. Sorry about that. Happy Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. I can't wait. Give me give me a weekend. I think I've been more tired just because Monday and Wednesday and Friday for the foreseeable future I'm going into work an hour earlier. Technically I get to leave an hour early, roughly. But of course I'm probably leaving only like 30 minutes early. Because, hey, I could either do 8 hours of work, or I could do 8.5 hours, or 9 hours, and I could get just that much more pay, which is great. So that's usually what I do, even if I pay for it. Anyways, have a good one. That's going to be it for our Brooke story this week. And next week, we're going to be going back to Andy and Hope and checking in on them. But until then, have a good one. And thanks for listening, watching, what have you. And don't forget, where the waters flow, legacies grow. Bye!